Wendy Williams, a once powerful media personality and the star of her own talk show, has faced a tumultuous journey in both her career and personal life. From being at the top of the entertainment world to now grappling with serious health challenges, her decline has been both shocking and heartbreaking for her fans and loved ones. As of 2024, the news about Wendy's health struggles has taken a disturbing turn. Reports suggest that she is now dealing with severe cognitive issues, including alcohol-induced dementia, leaving her unable to walk, talk, or think clearly. This has raised many questions about the people around her, her well-being, and the role they are playing in her life as she faces these challenges. One of the most disturbing aspects of Wendy's situation is the apparent lack of genuine support from those closest to her. According to recent reports, Wendy's son, Kevin Jr., has been vocal about his concerns and his struggle with losing access to the resources that once flowed freely from his mother. Despite Wendy's health decline, it appears that those who were supposed to be in her corner have been more concerned with profiting off her legacy than providing the care and support she needs. The most public and controversial example of this is the 2024 Lifetime documentary titled Where is Wendy Williams? This documentary, which aired after Wendy's show was canceled and she had already stepped away from public life, has sparked a wave of criticism. Many believe that it exploits Wendy's current condition for financial gain, showing her in a vulnerable and deteriorating state. The documentary reveals Wendy in a state of confusion, grappling with the effects of her mental health decline and her battle with alcohol. The timing of the documentary's release and its contents have raised eyebrows. Some argue that it was insensitive, given Wendy's current health struggles. According to reports, Wendy's condition had worsened significantly over the past couple of years, and the documentary rushed to cover her downfall, revealing aspects of her personal life that many felt should have remained private. The film highlighted Wendy's struggles with alcohol addiction and her cognitive decline, including incidents where she could barely understand what was going on around her. This portrayal of her in such a fragile state left many viewers uncomfortable and questioning the motivations of those involved in making the documentary. A significant issue raised by the documentary is the lack of proper guardianship and care for Wendy. It's clear that the people in her life, including her manager, publicist, and even her son, were more concerned with their own interests than with Wendy's well-being. Wendy's manager continued to promote the idea that Wendy was capable of returning to work, even though it was evident that she was struggling. Meanwhile, her publicist pushed for the release of the documentary, despite the fact that Wendy had been diagnosed with early-onset dementia and was clearly not in a position to make such decisions. Wendy's son, Kevin Jr., has also been caught in the middle of this situation. On one hand, it is clear that Wendy loves her son deeply and has always tried to provide him with a comfortable life. However, many have expressed concern that Kevin Jr. has not been the responsible figure he should be in his mother's life during her time of need. While Wendy may have spoiled her son in the past, providing him with a lavish lifestyle, some believe that Kevin Jr. is not equipped to handle the weight of his mother's legacy and the responsibilities that come with managing her wealth and care. There are reports that Kevin Jr. has been living off of Wendy's money, but he has defended his actions, saying that his mother always wanted him to live well and enjoy life. He maintains that everything he spent was with her full knowledge and consent. However, critics argue that just because Wendy was generous doesn't mean it was wise for her son to live extravagantly without considering the long-term implications, especially now that Wendy is no longer able to provide for him in the same way. The financial situation surrounding Wendy's health is also complicated. In 2022, Wendy signed over the rights to her life story to Lifetime for a documentary. That same year, Wells Fargo took over as her financial conservator, citing her incapacitation due to dementia. Critics have raised questions about how Wendy was able to sign away the rights to her own story while being considered legally incapacitated. How could someone who was deemed unable to manage their affairs make such a significant decision? This inconsistency has led to allegations that Wendy's legal guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, and others have taken advantage of Wendy's vulnerable state. Morrissey, who has been Wendy's legal guardian, has filed a lawsuit against the documentary producers, claiming that Wendy did not have the capacity to consent to the project, and that it was exploitative. The lawsuit alleges that Lifetime, knowing Wendy's condition, proceeded with the documentary anyway, capitalizing on her name and legacy for financial gain. The issue of consent is at the center of this debate. Morrissey's lawsuit suggests that the people around Wendy, including her manager, publicist, and even her son, were more interested in profiting off her name than protecting her best interests. According to Morrissey, Wendy was never in a position to give informed consent for the documentary, and the producers knew this. The legal guardian argues that the documentary should have been halted when Wendy's health issues became more apparent, especially since she hadn't signed any formal contract or consented to the project in a way that reflected her true mental state. Wendy's family, particularly her son, has expressed concern about the guardianship, but their motives are not without scrutiny. While Kevin Jr. insists that he wants to take care of his mother and manage her affairs, there is little evidence to suggest that he is the right person for the jobs. Kevin Jr. has been living off his mother's wealth for years, and it's unclear whether he has the financial acumen or emotional maturity to manage Wendy's legacy and ensure she is properly cared for in her declining health. His father, Kevin Hunter, has also been a point of contention in this situation. Many people view him as an opportunist who has failed to support Wendy in any meaningful way, especially given his past infidelity and abusive behavior. Kevin Hunter's involvement only adds to the complications of the situation, as he has not been known to be a stable or responsible figure in Wendy's life. The entire situation surrounding Wendy's health and the exploitation of her story for profit is deeply troubling. Critics have argued that the documentary, while meant to shed light on her condition, does more to exploit Wendy's vulnerabilities than to offer any real insight into her struggles. The fact that it aired while Wendy was in such a fragile state without her full consent has left many viewers and fans outraged. Some believe the documentary should be taken off the air as it crosses a line in terms of respecting Wendy's dignity and privacy. As one commenter put it, "Nobody deserves this." This diagnosis is the end for Wendy. The diseases are up there with Alzheimer's. Memory fades fast, and the present is pure confusion. The future offers a sad way to die. Wendy Williams has always been a larger-than-life personality, someone who commanded attention and was known for her bold and often controversial opinions. It is truly heartbreaking to see her in this condition, struggling with issues that many people her age face, but at a much more accelerated rate. There is no doubt that Wendy's legacy in the entertainment industry is significant, but what's even more important now is her health and well-being. As her situation becomes more dire, it's clear that the people around her need to take a step back and ask themselves what is truly best for Wendy. It's time to prioritize her health and happiness over profits and personal gain. The legal and ethical issues surrounding Wendy's care and the documentary's production continue to unfold. While Sabrina Morrissey's lawsuit highlights the exploitation of Wendy, the situation remains complex. On one hand, guardianship is often necessary for individuals who can no longer manage their affairs. But on the other hand, the people involved in Wendy's life must be held accountable for how they are managing her care and finances. Only time will tell whether Wendy's family and legal guardians can provide the care and support she needs in the face of such a devastating diagnosis.